So you head off in search of some foods. You have a tracking skill, don't you, as a barbarian, or?
Well, I chose the guide path. I believe I do. Yes. No.
No?
No, they don't have tracking as a guide. That's crazy.
Wow.
Climb, recall lore, natural lore.
Okay.
I don't know if that would have anything to do with hunting. Spot and swim.
That's really surprising that they don't have like tracking as a barbarian. But okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check. Do you have spot?
Yes, I do have spot.
We will improvise.
Improvisation is key.
That's right.
I rolled a crit.
Oh, damn. All right. So you're out traveling while the rest of the tribe is setting up camp, setting up their tents and whatnot. And you, about 30 minutes in, find the tracks of this really huge elk. And it seems to be very fresh.
Alright.
So
the youngsters who try to beat silent, we have found the tracks of a great elk. You know, take my longbow and knock an arrow.
Alright, and they do the same. And you see that they get really excited. Their first hunting expedition and the promise of a great elk. Alright.
So, where elk?
Alright, so at this point, you guys start moving a lot slower and using your nature, the bushes and everything to try and hide behind it, get up next to it.
Taking our footing carefully.
Yeah, I need you to roll a dexterity check, please. So it's going to be a D20 and then add your modifier.
There's 8.
An 8? Okay. And so you and your 3 youngsters, they're like really following real close in your footsteps. And they're keeping just as quiet as you are as they're advancing on the prey. And okay. And you see a meadow, because you guys are kind of in some, it's kind of a lot of bushes where you're at, and an occasional tree. And you see a really big area that's really green with grass. You probably think that there's probably a spring up ahead. And it's really long grass. But you see what appears to be the antlers of this elk out in the center of this big field of grass.
Alright. So I'll signal for youngsters to stop. And I have 3 with me?
Yes, 3 of them.
Alright. So I'll point at one of the others and point at me and tell them we'll go off to the left. And I'll point at the other 2 youngsters and tell them to circle around to the right.
Okay. Alright. So
kind of flank it a little bit.
Okay, so you guys start skirting around it. Roll me another D6, please.
I knew it. It's a were elk. I rolled a 1.
A 1? Okay. Okay. Alright. So anyhow, you guys start circling around it, and you guys get, I don't know, you're probably about 50 yards away from it. The wind's blowing down from where you're at. It doesn't appear that the elk has caught notice of you yet. You look at it, looks like it's just chomping away on this nice green grass.
Not an arrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot.
Alright.
Okay. or not. I got a 10.
A 10? And alright, so your arrow misses. At the same time you did that, the youngster next to you, he also fires. Damn, he got the same score. 10. Alright, so 2 arrows go whizzing by, and all of a sudden the elk picks its head up and looks around and looks straight at you guys. Roll initiative.
We're about to be killed by a great elk. The D20 way, right?
Yes, that's right. I almost did it the other way. Okay.
He's got a 7.
Alright. Angel got a 7. The elk also got a 7. The youngster next to you, he got a 13. And his name is Gromath.
Gromath, be a wise warrior one hunter one day.
Alright, so he's going to quickly knock another arrow and fire it. And this one's actually going to hit.
Nice. I do you well.
As it hits the elk. Let's see, where does it hit it? It hits it in one of the upper right hind legs. But doesn't look like it's a solid hit. Alright, and then all of a sudden... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. Another arrow comes from the opposite direction. And it clearly goes over the elk's back. Alright. The elk turns to face the young warrior that hit it in its hind leg, and you see it kind of lower its antlers as if it's going to charge. It's your turn as well as it starts running in your direction.
I'm going to charge back with my ball.
Alright, so you drop your bow and quickly charge in.
Drop my ball, and I'm using my... How far away is it?
It was, what, 50 yards away, and it started moving in. So, yeah, you should be able to connect with it.
So I'm going to charge in with my ball.
Alright.
No, I don't want to let out... Ooh, I rolled a crit. I don't want to let out any battle cries.
Nice, that hits.
Just going to charge in and swing the ball.
Alright.
So that does a D12.
Plus, it's max damage plus an extra hit die.
Okay. So, 12 plus, I'll use the black one, and of course be with me. Yes, 12 plus, that's 23, 27 points of damage.
Alright, so it comes in, you quickly dart out towards the in front of it, and you smack it in its upper left shoulder area, and it drops down at, let's see here, oh okay, and it missed you as when you come charging. It tried to hit you with its antler, but when it missed, that's when you got your shot in, and you slay the beast, and it drops. Thud.
I just saved my ball.
Yeah. And at this point, you hear screams coming from the opposite side of the field, and you look up quickly, and you see your 2 young warriors running for their lives. And behind them, you see this large, gray, 4-legged creature chasing after them. It appears to be a wolf.
Alright. I'm going to whip out one. Oh, how far away are they?
Right now I'd say they're probably, yeah, because it was in the middle, so another 50 yards away, towards further on. Alright,
I'd have to charge again.
yeah, one of their turns. one of the youngsters. He takes his bow as he's running, and he like tries to do a backhanded toss to hit the wolf that's gaining on them. Hits it in its face, and it kind of loses momentum as it kind of darts off to the left there. Alright, buying you guys some more time. Alright, new initiative.
Oh crap. 20, 17 and 3.
Okay. Alright. Looks like you and the young warrior Forum, that's the one that used his bow on that guy, Forum. You guys both go first.
Okay. I'm gonna charge in again towards the wolf.
Okay.
So once again with my maul, I guess I'll just hold it in 2 hands and charge in there.
Okay.
Try to swing it at the end of the sling. Another wide swing at the wolf. When I catch up to it, it's 50 yards, so I should be able to catch up to it with a charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I'm going to test out this. What is it? This reckless attack. It gives me advantage on my attack, but it gets advantage against me. I don't like that, but I gotta use it someday. So, good thing I did. 12.
12 is...
There would have been a fumble. So I'll take the 12.
Alright, so you go to swing in, and the wolf leaps right over your blow, and he starts transforming into its human hybrid form in midair. The partner or the other Forum, he attacks with his bow, and he misses, and he starts to kind of backstep a little as he's trying to knock an arrow. Alright. Gromth, from behind you, he's trying to line up a shot with his arrow. The arrow goes and clearly misses the wolf as it goes whizzing by. And another arrow whizzes by from the other youngster, Dorum. Alright, so it's the wolf's turn as he lands off to your right, and he takes a couple swipes at you, since it looks like you're the biggest threat, literally. What's your AC?
My AC is 16. No armor.
Alright, as he does hit you with his left paw, and it connects with your right hand, as you take 3 points of damage.
I'm gonna do a werewolf. Okay. Alright.
Your turn.
I'm gonna bring my maul up and over my head in a vicious roar. Using, once again, I'll give him advantage by using reckless attack. Oh, I'll take that die right there. That's a crit.
Damn, nice. Okay, max down plus an extra hit die.
So, 12. Oh, shit. 15, 19 points of damage.
19. Ouch.
Damn, dog.
As you hit him squarely in the chest, you hear a large popping sound and the cracking of bones, and he's thrown off his feet, and he goes flying 10 feet behind, but lands on his hind legs. Alright. Let's see. Forum. He lets loose his arrow, and it missed. Gromp looses an arrow. It hits him square in the chest, but it doesn't look like it phased it any. Dorum also launches an arrow. Missed. It's the wolf's turn. He lets out a howl, and you see him, all of a sudden he starts running off back. It's actually back towards the southwest from where you're at. As he jumps after that hit, he howls, jumps, gets back into his wolf form, and he's hauling ass.
I'm going to try to throw a hand axe, maybe it'll slow him down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, going up again. 15 and 4, 19.
That hits.
So that'll do 6 plus 3. So 8 points of damage.
Alright, he lets out a yipe as your hand axe cuts into its left hind leg, and you see it kind of limpering a little bit. At about this time, it kind of disappears into the growth of some copse of trees that's a little more thicker than others towards your southwest.
Alright. Damn. I gotta go retrieve my hand axe. Oh, bastard got away. Almost had him.
And
I was hoping he'd stay in his wolf form so I could skin his ass and make a lightning throw for clover.
Forum asks, should we follow the beast in case there's others? Kill it so it doesn't alert others?
Yeah.
But also we also have this meat here that we have to get back. Quarter it before other creatures get here. Which shall we do, O wise one?
I'll tell Gromans to come with me.
Okay.
And you two take the elk back to the people.
Very well.
Me and Gromans chase the beast down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
So in all haste, brush that elk back. With blood and sand and attract more.
Okay. So they start dropping down to their knees and start cutting out chunks of meat, quartering it.
Okay.
Alright. And you and Grump start...
Yeah, Gromans suddenly was back there shooting arrows, right?
Yeah, he catches up about this point.
So I'm going to tell him to freak my bow. Because I threw it down back there.
Alright, he runs back. He grabs it.
And I'll take off the way that werewolf went.
Alright. So you guys start heading off.
Yeah. On your way.
Alright, roll me a wisdom check, Spot.
Spot. So I get my steel die. 17, 4, 19.
Alright, you easily find the blood trail from its wound. And you're following it. And it looks, the way you're going, it looks like you're entering into a good-sized forest. It's getting thicker with underbrush. Looks like it's on some type of a game trail. Alright, so you're following it. You follow it for about 8 minutes. And you start hearing some yelping coming from up ahead.
Like, a lot of yelping? Or like a singular voice?
Like a singular.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to speed up my march. Try to push myself a little bit to get to it.
Okay. Alright. So you and Grump, quickly catch up to that area. And you come up in kind of like a small. It's not really a clearing, but it's not as densely forested where you're at. And you immediately notice there is webbing all over the place. And straight ahead of you, caught in this huge web, you see the werewolf. And it's letting out yelps as it's struggling to get free.
Maybe the beasts of the forest will finish the wolf for us. I'd say we step back in range and use our bows to further hinder the wolf from its escape. Maybe we could buy whatever created these huge webs time enough to get to the wolf, have its feast. Yes.
Okay.
Plan. We're gonna fall back, keep the wolf in range, and try to take shots with our bows at the wolf.
Alright. So you guys fall back, and you guys knock your arrows. Go ahead and roll to hit. Gromas, he fires, and he hits.
I missed, I believe. That's 10?
Yeah, 10.
It's kind of incapacitated.
Yeah, well, with his squirming and everything, you still miss, barely.
Okay.
Alright. I need you to make another wisdom check spot, please.
Nope. Okay. 17.
Alright. Gromas, he's still letting loose some arrows, and then you notice from up in the tree up above where the wolf is, you see this huge spider just slowly creeping its way down, and you're still trying to keep an eye, and you see off to both your guys' left and your right sides, you see all these smaller spiders inching up towards you guys. They're about a foot in diameter.
I think it's time to fall back.
Alright. And Gromas, it looks like he's got tunnel vision, as he doesn't sound like he heard what you said, and doesn't see him.
I'll just reach out and grab the arm he's grabbing arrows with.
Okay.
Keep him from knocking another arrow.
Alright.
Extend one finger to point to where one group of spiders are coming in.
Okay.
And tell him it's time to fall back.
Alright.
Let them finish the wolf.
Okay. And at this time, once you do that, you kind of you're looking back towards where you came from too, and you also see another looks like 3 spiders are sneaking up behind you guys as well.
Oh shit.
Alright, roll initiative.
Okay, then we have to stand and fight. 9.
I keep wanting to grab the 6-sided. Alright. You get to go first.
Alright. So, when I twist to run and I see the 3 other spiders approaching us, I'll draw one of my hand axes and launch that fucker.
Okay.
Oh, shit. 6.
A 6? And your hand axe goes flying wildly. As they kind of caught you off guard, you quickly snapped it without aiming and missed. Their turns. The 3 spiders quickly skitter up, and they jump at you, actually. Alright. Let's see here.
Hellish beast.
Okay, there's 2 of them jumping at you and 1 at Gromas. Alright, the first one, it goes to jump at you, and as it's jumping, its partner jumped, and it bounces into the back of that other spider, and they both kind of fall off to the left of you, where it looked like the other one was going to hit you. Alright, the one on Gromas jumps up, and looks like he's going to land a bite on Gromas as he you see some huge pincers extrude into his chest as he takes some damage. Five points of damage. Alright. Gromas, he quickly shouts and starts raging as he just tries to grab that spider and just tear it off of him, which he does, and he hurls it as far as he can as it goes flying further back from behind you guys. Alright, back around to your turn again.
Alright. Damn spiders. So they're right up on us now?
Yeah, the two on you are right there next to you. The one that was on Gromos bit him already.
Great. Well, I'm going to take the handle of my maul with my other hand and send it into a short spin to complete a little 360 circuit, dropping down to my knees and swinging the head of my maul out wide to try to catch one of the spiders. And I pulled a fucking crit.
Damn, Mr. Critical today. Alright.
12 and 8, 24 points of damage.
With your maul?
Yeah.
Alright, so you bring that maul down in on it, and it just splatters into a heap of goo.
Yeah.
Alright, their turns. The remaining one on you lunges at your foot, and it missed. The one that was back in the forest starts skittering forward towards Gromas and jumps, and it misses. Gromas, he's going to attack the one that is on him. Anyhow, he takes out a small hand axe and cleaves at it and hits, doing some damage. Okay, it's your turn again.
Alright. I'm gonna move my hand on the haft of the maul further up to the center of the maul, both hands actually, and send it into a short spin and bring the head down on another spider.
Okay.
And 17.
17. Okay.
No, that was should hit. Was that it?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. Damage 6 points.
6 points. Alright, you hit it, breaking off one of its legs, and it's still coming at you as it tries to bite into you. And it's gonna bite you as it jumps up and bites into your left thigh. You take 6 points of damage as its mandibles dig deep into your thigh.
6 points of damage.
Yeah. And the one on Gromas missed. Gromas swings his hand axe again, and he missed. It is your turn.
I'm gonna go for my belt to grab my healing potion and take a swig.
Okay.
And so that will heal me. What is it, a D8 plus 4? For a potion, or is it plus 1?
I think isn't it 2d4 plus 1 for a potion?
Oh, 2d4 plus 1?
I think so. Let me double check though.
I thought it was D8s. Might be 3.
Potion of healing. Let's see here. 2d4 plus 2. Yeah, I thought it was d4s.
So 9 points, that heals me completely. Does that take my whole action?
That's a swift action. So you can still do something.
So then taking my hammer back in 2 hands, once again, grabbing the handle near its base, near the end, I'm going to swing my maul, a short snap of my maul into one of the spiders for 16 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. That'll be 10 points of damage.
Alright, as you come down, and it just makes a huge goo of green splatter on the ground. Alright, the one on Grimace attacks, and it misses as it scurries up right where Grimace had lifted his foot, and Grimace in turn comes down, steps on it, and then comes down with his hand axe, cutting deep into it, taking it out as well. Alright, you take it out, and you quickly scan the area looking for more targets, and you see where that wolf was. You see it's completely encased right now in a cocoon, and you see all the spiders around it, and you see the spiders are starting to slowly look in your direction.
Okay, that's what we came to do, so it's time to flee.
Alright, so you guys start hauling ass. Alright, I need you guys to make a constitution check.
Oh, shit. I got a 18.
Okay, alright. So you're keeping pace going, and you kind of look back to the back and see that, about a dozen of the smaller spiders following you, and then the one bigger one behind it. And you notice that Grimace isn't keeping up as well. As you look back and you see that he's wincing in terrible pain at that wound he's got in his chest.
I'll fall back and try to get low and grab him around the face, haul him over the shoulder.
Alright, make a strength check.
I got a 19 strength. I rolled a 10.
Alright, yeah, you're able to easily do that as you pick him up and you start racing ahead. Alright, I'm going to have you do one more con check since you're carrying him now.
Oh, oops. I rolled a 1.
Are you serious? Wow. Alright. So, you're running, and all of a sudden, you hit a gopher hole or something, and your foot goes down that hole, and you lose your balance. You go hitting the ground. Grimace hits the ground, and the spiders are now on you as they have caught up. Roll initiative.
I got a 9.
9, okay. And Grimace got an 8. Alright, the spiders, they rolled an 18 as they very quickly launch in to attack you. It looks like the first wave is about 6 spiders. There's another wave of 6 spiders behind you, probably another turnout, and then there's the big one, another turnout. So, alright, those 6 spiders, they're gonna 3 and 3 are gonna jump at you guys. Alright, one of them lands on you and takes a bite in your chest area. You take 4 points of damage. Oh wow, and they all miss Grimace.
Yeah.
Alright, it is your turn.
I think it's time to continue our run. There's 6 on it?
There's 6 spiders on you. And there's another 6, another turnout, and then that big giant spider behind them.
I'm gonna smash one and tell Grimace to leave.
Okay.
So, oh my fucking god. I fumbled making up all those crits.
Wow. Alright, you go to swing and your foot catches that damn gopher hole again. And it misses. And Grimace, he looks at you in the eyes, nods his head, and he starts hauling ass. And you see it looks like he's got oh yeah, he's running, he's booking like crazy right now. He knows if If he doesn't, he's dead. For sure. Okay. So you and the spiders roll initiative. Oh, damn it, I did the same thing. Alright, 4.
Yep, 11.
You got it. So.
Alright. So I'm going to try to regain my footing.
Mm-hmm.
Take another swing at a spider and flee.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 2 for a total of 7.
Wow.
So I'm just going to turn and run.
Alright. You start running. Okay. And they all jump at you as you're trying to run. All 6 of them. And it looks like 2 of them land on your back.
Nice.
You take 7 points of damage.
Alright. As I'm running, I'm going to try to knock them loose. I'm just going to swing my maul up and across my back, kind of sweep it from the handle.
Okay. Alright.
See if I can knock them loose.
Alright. I'll have you do a strength. We'll have you just do a strength check contest against them. To sweep them off.
Okay. Well, that would be an 18 on my strength check.
Okay, so one of them drops off, the other one, he rolled a crit, so he's clamped onto you tight. Alright, as you're hauling ass, he's going to further dig his mandibles into you for another point of damage.
Alright. As I'm running, I want to risk a glance back over my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still see a bunch of them following me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna kind of drop and roll and try to come back to my feet running.
Okay.
That's
Try.
dexterity check.
Yeah, you're trying to shake them still then.
15.
Alright, and it rolled a fumble, so it went flying as you tumbled. And you come back on your feet running. Alright, so make a constitution check.
So, I got a 9.
Alright, as you just start sprinting as fast as you can. After a couple minutes, you look back and you see the spiders. You've gained a tremendous lead on them.
Nice.
Alright, and at this point, you're caught up with Gromas. You guys are both sprinting back. Alright, you guys are running for another 10 minutes. You look back, and it looks like you've lost them. You don't see them following you.
So I'll put a hand out to stop Gromos from our run, and we'll just take a steady pace back. Bitch, you're back.
Alright, so you guys are sitting there panting and huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
Alright. How many hit points were you down to?
Damn. I had 4 left.
I knew you were getting close. Like, damn, dude, you might be spider bait here soon.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was thinking it was going to happen. I was thinking I was going to be a spider food.
Gotcha. Alright. So anyhow, you guys finally make it back to your tribe, and it looks like they have their tents and everything set up. Looks like they've got a pretty good sized fire going. You smell the smell of freshly roasted elk assaulting your nose and everything. And you guys enter in, and the village elders, they come in, they pat you on the back and praise you for bringing in this meat.
It's my duty. I fought off a werewolf for this meat.
Yes.
And a pack of spiders.
Spiders?
Yes.
Wow.
Very big spiders. They bit me many times.
And they look at your bites. Ah, Many scars adds to your character.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Grandma.
Cool.
Yeah. Grandma got me some coaxial cables for my antenna.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Good old grandma.
Regular TV. Yeah.
Cool. All right, and then so you guys are sitting there eating, and you're telling of your stories and whatnot, and a couple of little girls come up with a bowl of berries, um, and offers you some berries.
Alright.
All right, and
Some berries.
all right, and you can tell that they're blackberries, pretty tasty, ripe, and everything. And she hands you some thin, silvery, strandish stuff that almost looks like uh, loose cotton. She goes, "Here, have some of this," and she like puts it in your hair,
Alright.
and it's like sticky too.
Sticky?
Yes.
Put it in my hair?
Yes.
Why?
She goes, "Ah, you got white hair now."
I just laugh, shake my head, and go back to eating.
All right, and you see, she starts going around to everyone else, handing out this white, silvery, strandish stuff that's kind of sticky, and everyone's
Is that from the spider webs?
yeah. Spider webs. This stuff's all over where we were getting the berries.
I just kind of raised an eyebrow and tell her, perhaps you should stay away from there.
Why? Don't you like the berries?
Tell her, the forest is inhabited by huge spiders.
Oh, I didn't see any spiders.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, the spider web stuff. She goes, yeah, it's all over.
Yeah. I think we need to take the spiders out. Tell her, I just shake my head. And I'll tell her anything. I'll just meet with the elders if I can, or approach one of the village elders.
All right.
And I'll pass by somebody, since I kind of already swept mine out of my hair, and I'll grab the strands from their hair, and I'll approach the village elders, and I'll show them the strands.
Mm.
Tell them, the girl with the berries, the girl who passes out the berries says she found this where they've gathered our fruit.
Wow.
Perhaps
Perhaps she was out picking berries near the area in which you found the spiders?
Perhaps. She says they're all over.
Ooh. I'm thinking then that we must leave this place quickly.
Yes. We're in their domain. We'll be overcome if we stay.
So I say we set plans to set out first light.
We should increase our watch tonight. We was followed back by a group of these spiders. I don't know how smart these things are.
Gotcha.
But they may try to attack at night while we sleep. I do not wish to be their next meal.
Gotcha.
I've seen them feast upon the werewolf.
Alright, and about that time you start hearing screams from the camp.
The spiders have come.
And you start hearing people screaming, "Spiders! Spiders!"
I knew it. I'm going to run off with my hunter. Warriors, gather your arms. Protect the people.
Alright, and you see everyone running about, seeking shelter, seeking weapons and whatnot. Alright, and you quickly scan.
I'll try to bring some order to our tribe until you just call out women and children to the center. warriors, a circle around it.
Alright, and they start doing what you say. And it appears that a lot of the screams are coming from the southwest direction of the camp.
Okay. How many warriors do we have surrounding the women and children?
You have about 12 elderly and young kids that are capable of wielding weapons.
Oh, crap. Well, I'm going to call one of the elderlies, since he's probably a veteran, and say, you, Gromas, and the other one who attacked when we were attacked by the
Forum and Doram.
Doram. So I'm going to take Gromas, Doram, and one of the elderly warriors.
Laith.
I'm going to put him out.
Okay. Laith.
I'm going to put him out. Laith.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to point him out and tell them to come with me.
Alright.
And let's try to bring everybody to the center of the village.
Okay.
We have to go to where they're being attacked and buy them time to flee back to the group.
Alright. And, alright, so you start doing that. And you see that there's about a dozen of those little spiders, and then once again there's that big spider back behind him.
Alright. Damn. So, I'm going to tell the warriors that's with me, hurry! You must aid them.
Alright. And they're now with you, and they're all armed with, looks like hand axes.
Alright. I'll use walls like me. So I'm going to let out a little battle cry.
Alright. So, alright. So go ahead and roll initiative. I'll just let you roll for one time for all the barbarians, and then one time for me for all the spiders.
Here we go. Ah, shit. 11.
11. Okay. And they get a 10. So you guys get to go first.
Awesome. So I'm just gonna charge in there. Beep, beep.
Okay.
And upon the first one I come to, I'm swinging my hammer, my maul.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright. In this first round I'll use this reckless attack. So that gives me 20. Another 19.
That hits.
Alright. So that'll be okay, reckless attack with advantage. Right? Or does it give me advantage or a bonus to attack? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I believe it gives me advantage.
Is that a class thing or a feat or what?
Yeah. It's a class thing. I believe it gives me advantage and then gives them advantage. So, what was I using?
Let's see here.
I think I'm getting mixed up. I better look it up.
See, if you're not raging, you can use your attack to make a melee attack with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Until your next turn. Okay.
Screwed up somehow.
So you hit anyways.
Oh no, because I was critting. That's why I was doing an extra D12 earlier. Okay, so I did 15 points of damage.
Alright, as you connect with your maul and you completely splatter another one of these spiders that are coming in. Alright, and the warriors that are with you, they approach in like a wall into these spiders attacking. And 2 of them hit, taking out 2 more spiders. Alright, so now the spiders' turn as they attack. And the one on you missed, but you hear screams as, ooh, damn. as two of your warriors from your group let out death cries. Okay. Alright, your turn.
Alright. Same repeat, no reckless attack. I'm gonna go ahead and rage.
Alright.
Rage
Okay.
I know it gives me a +2 to damage, but I know there was some other stuff too. I can't remember exactly. But write this down one day.
Let's see, so you get advantage on strength-based attack rolls, checks, savings throws. You get a +2 bonus to damage roll on one melee attack of your choice each turn. And you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Oh, really?
Yes, but it doesn't say what the resistance is.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I can make it up as we go. Okay. So let's do this. Alright, so you enter in a rage, okay?
So, advantage, I got advantage too?
Yep.
Nice. So advantage, attacking with advantage, I get a 14.
That hits.
Excellent. So that'll be a d12 plus 6 total. So 12 points of damage.
Alright, as you hit another spider, and you cripple it pretty badly, but it looks like it's still alive. Alright, the rest of your turn.
And swinging my maul as I'm fucking raging out.
Okay. And the rest of your tribe continues their attacks. And it looks like they took out 3 more spiders, including the one that you're on. Alright, and the spiders in return, they attack. You hear more screams as it looks like you lost 3 more warriors.
That's not good.
You're down to 7 warriors. Alright, your turn.
Damn. That's gonna be any good.
Looks like it's about even. You and the spiders right now.
Well, another spider. 19, 24.
That hits.
Alright. For 10 points of damage.
Alright, as you take another, you cripple it pretty good, but it's still not taken out. Alright, the rest of your warriors, you were down to 7. Alright, attack. They take out 2 more spiders. And the spiders. Those 3. And then that one. You lost another 2 warriors. Wow, still even. Alright, your turn.
Alright. Continuing to cut my swath through these damn spiders. I'm gonna attack a different one.
Okay.
Kealladius for one of the remaining warriors to take out.
Alright.
Whenever I don't drop one, I'm continuously gonna attack a new one, just leaving the last one I attacked wounded, so it'll be easier to take out the other.
Okay.
So that's a 22.
That hits.
For going 12. 9 points.
9 points. Alright, so you cripple another one pretty good. Alright, down to 5 warriors. They come in to attack, and they take 3 more out.
Nice.
They lose one little one and a big one. And about this time you hear a scream from behind you, from one of the village elder women, as she yells out, "More spiders! More spiders!" Alright, and the spiders, they attack. So one of the small ones, he jumps, and he's going to hit you as he jumps up onto your right hand and bites you, as you take 5 points of damage. And then the big one, he attacks, and he's going to hit. And you see that big spider, it just comes down with its mandibles and just crushes and completely cleaves one of your warriors in half with his mandibles.
That's what I gotta go for.
Alright, your turn.
I'm going for the big spider.
Okay.
18 and 5, 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 17 points.
17 points. Alright, you hear a huge crack as you hit into it, and it lets out a buggish shriek sound. Alright. The warriors that you're on, 4 of them. One of them goes for the little spider. He missed, so another one jumps into it. And he missed. Missed. Damn. They're all trying to attack that little spider, and that spider is just so damn nimble. And anyhow, you see now coming up behind you, see another wave of about 12 spiders coming in. And it looks like there's a couple more big spiders back behind them. Alright, your turn.
Alright. Another attack on this big bastard. Ooh, natural crit for 12. Come on, man. Quit rolling. And 14, that's 26 points of damage.
26. Alright. As you come in and you crunch it and you break off 2 of its legs as it's like teetering, and it's still trying to attack you. Alright. Your 4 warriors are attacking. One of them comes in and just completely disintegrates that small little spider, taking it out. All that's left on this original wave is the big spider now. The other guy's completely missed. Alright. And now you see a bunch of webs shooting out from back behind you, and it looks like they're forming like a cage or a wall of spider webbing around your villagers in the center. Alright, your turn.
Alright, I'm taking out this big bastard. Maybe 14?
14 is a miss.
Oh,
Alright, your warriors, they all run in to assist you. Really? Wow. Shitty rolls. They all missed, yep. It attacks you, and it missed. Alright, and you see more spider webs shooting out as they're spinning webs, and you see a couple of your women folk and whatnot getting encased in cocoons and whatnot. Alright, your turn.
To the center. I'm going to tell whatever remaining warriors are with me to go aid the... we can't. We have another wave between us and them. We're screwed. The big spider. 15.
15. That's a miss.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, the warriors continue attacking. Ooh, 2 of them hit. One got a critical. Oh, nice. As a couple of the warriors get some good solid hits on the spider you're on. Looks like it's not doing too well. It's still there, but it's teetering pretty badly. Alright, the spider, in turn, he's going for you. Ooh, it's going to hit you. As its mandibles come down and clamp onto your left shoulder. You take 3 points of damage.
That was the big one?
Yep.
What have I been hit for? I know 5.
And I think that 3 right there. So I think it's been only a total of 8 so far.
Said that one school that got hit with that tornado in Oklahoma, 24 kids got killed in it.
Oh wow, that's sad.
Elementary kids.
Alright, what's up, Truman?
Okay, well, going to the big bastard one more time before I run and leave everybody behind. Well, I missed.
Alright, you missed. Alright. And the warriors, they jump in. Oh wow, 2 critical hits this time. As they come in with their axes and just buried in that large spider that you're on, slicing it down, leaving you the wave that's behind you now. And one of the elders, he drops down to his knees and says, "Pray to your gods as I pray to mine for deliverance from this." And he starts chanting and praying. Alright, your turn.
I'm gonna rush the other way.
Okay.
For the charge, I'll swing at the first fighter I come to for the 20. Not a natural 20, but for, come on, man. Where the shit? Since roll so damn much. That'll be 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so you completely disintegrate that one. And your remaining warriors, they come into the attack. They take out another one. Alright, their turns. As you lost 2 more warriors.
We're doomed.
And the 2 big giant spiders, they close in and attack at you. Both of them missed. And about this time, all of a sudden, a bright light appears off to your west. And it slowly glides in. It's like the moon's like all of a sudden became real bright overhead. And it starts shining down, and all of a sudden you see this really beautiful woman with black hair and kind of a blackish skin. She enters in, and she utters something, and you see the spiders. They cower down, and they start trying to skitter back into the darkness. She goes, "Begone, demons!"
Who's going through with you, Elder?
And he starts really bowing down and praying for, "We have been delivered." And she calls out, "My name is Lampira. I have come to save you this day.
Lampira?
But my actions don't come free. I ask that I may be joined this night with your bravest warrior. That is all I ask. In return, I will guide you through the forests that are littered with the spiders and the lycanthropes. I will deliver you beyond here." What's that?
I said I'll point at the Elder. Bravest warrior.
And everyone bows down and they start chanting, "Angrail, Angrail, Angrail, Angrail," as everyone looks at you.
Oh, shit. Okay. If my people wish it, I will it.
Alright. So anyhow, everyone starts getting up, and they look around again to make sure that the spiders are gone, and you look and they're nowhere to be seen. And she goes, "Don't worry, they will not attack you this night. This I promise." And the village elder, Lath, he goes over and takes her hand, and he brings her over to you, and he puts her hand on your hand and says, "Let you two be joined this night, and points towards one of the tents. Says, this night belongs to the warriors, our saviors.
Let there be drinks when I'm done with my duty. I'll kiss her hand and take her to the tent.
Alright. So you take her in there, and outside you hear people getting on the drums, and hear dancing and singing and music going on.
Sleeping with a demon.
Alright, so you have your way with her, and she keeps you going through the night, and you come out a little while later, and it looks like a lot of the village people are sleeping and drinking. Some are drunk and passed out.
I'll go for a drink.
Alright.
Worked up a thirst.
Yes, that you did. Alright. I need you to make a constitution check for me, please.
She had a poisonous gooch. 13.
13. Okay. You're finding that your throat is really scratchy now. Like you're coming down with some type of sickness or whatnot. And anyhow, you see her. She takes her cloak and puts it back on, and you see, looks like a lot of her clothing and everything is made out of a black silk.
Black skin, black hair, black silk clothing. What color's her eyes?
They're violet.
The creepy girl. But the sex was good.
Well, that it was. Alright, so she goes, I will remember this day, always, Engrail the Grey. And I foresee that you will as well.
I don't know if I like how that sounds, strange woman.
And she glides out. She goes, it is time for me to take my leave and ensure that no harm will come to our tribe. Now will it?
Our tribe?
Yes. Isn't this not your tribe? As me and you are now bonded? It is my tribe as well, is it not?
True.
We shall meet again one day. Until then.
I look forward to it.
As do I. And anyhow, she glides out back towards the southwest. And it looks like a lot of the villagers they're passed out by now. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking of my encounter with this godlike demon broad that I probably just impregnated. And drinking more to get rid of this feeling in my throat. And then I'll get some sleep.
Alright. Okay, so eventually you guys, you pass out, and you guys wake up in the morning, and you guys, you find a couple more corpses of some deers at the edge of your camp. It looks like fresh kills that were laid there recently.
I'll inspect the bodies.
Alright, you inspect the bodies, and it looks like you can't really tell exactly how they were killed, but it looks like some type of a piercing wound, maybe an arrow or spear or something.
Just one?
There's two.
2 piercing wounds?
Yeah, on each one of them.
Big enough to be at the spider's mandibles?
Yeah, it could be.
We can't mess with this meat, it could be poisoned. Do we have anything like clerics in our village?
You have a shaman.
I'll call upon the shaman.
Alright.
Ask him if he could inspect the meat.
Alright.
See if it's poisoned.
Alright. He inspects the meat. And he says, after inspecting it and cutting it open and looking and doing his chanting, "Nah, this meat is fine. There's nothing wrong with this meat."
A blessing then from the coupling of mine with the god.
Yes. And,
I'll
yeah,
call upon some of the young villagers and tell them to move meat to the village.
okay, yeah, they start butchering it. I need for you to make another constitution check for me, please.
21.
Okay. That scratchy throat of yours has gone away. And you feel really energetic today.
I feel the scratchy throat. Okay. I'll use my energy to practice with my maul.
Okay.
Going through the fight maneuvers and that. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. And some of your elders and whatnot, they start about burying the warriors that died last night.
Okay.
So you're down to 2 warriors in your group. You lost 8 people last night.
Warriors are twinkling. Soon it will be only me. So I'm going to. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm going to. Hell, I don't know what to do. I don't feel scratchy throat practicing with my maul. I don't remember what I was going to do, so I guess moving along.
Alright. And I guess towards about midday, after you guys are done butchering the animals and burying your dead and whatnot, the elder calls upon the tribe to pack up their camp belongings to head off.
Alright. So we're going to continue on.
Yep, so it's...
I know what I was going to ask you. It had nothing with what I was going to do. Did I get experience? Any experience points?
Oh, yes. Yes, actually. Yes. Give me a second here. And I'll tell you what you got. See, so you brought down the elk. You fought off and survived that one encounter with the spiders. And then you had last night's encounter. Give yourself 1,200 experience points.
But yeah, I think it's second level.
Actually, that puts you into 3rd level.
3rd level. Nice. So 1,200 XP. That's from practicing this morning. Needed is 2250. Level 3. I didn't put anywhere for my level. Put it right here. I'll just take the 7 for each level. So 20 more experience points for a total per hit points for a total of 36. What do I get for 2nd level as a barbarian?
I don't know. Alright, while you're doing that, I'll be right back.
Alright.
So, you're going to eat now?
Sit down for an hour or so before I go to bed.
And then one foggy Christmas day, a spider came to say hi to Truman.
I guess I'll take tumbling movement for my feet. When you move past your enemies on the battlefield, you tumble, roll, and leap to make yourself a more difficult target. Opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage. I don't know equivalent to that. Damn. What do I want? What do I want?
I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. I don't know if I want tumbling movement.
Why not?
Authority. On sheer surfaces. Well, I did that one from Reaper later. Should I just stick to the Reaper builds? No, it never gives me that. Okay, so instead of tumbling movement, I'm going to take bleed.
Okay.
Build my own special. Yeah. So whenever I hit a creature and knock it below 0, and automatically attack the next, or hit the next creature with the same swing and my next attack. First is the second attack. Okay. Please. Please. You can let the momentum from a deadly attack carry your weapon into another foe. Once on each of your turns, when you reduce a creature to 0 hit points or fewer with a melee attack, you can make a single melee attack against another creature within your reach as a part of the same action. Yes. But that's what I would do. Go with food. Because it sounds fitting for a raging barbarian.
That it does.
Oh, I forgot to look at what fast movement does. So, fast. Okay. Where are you, fast movement? You move at the speed and agility of a hunting cat. Your speed increases by 10 feet while you are wearing light armor or no armor. Well, I wear no armor right now, so I can move 40 feet around.
Wow. A fast lumberjack.
Yes.
Okay.
That comes from always running like I do.
Yes.
Ah, spiders!
Okay, so the two warriors that are still alive are the two young ones, Gamas and Farum. Those are your two warriors.
Your boss, so Darren died. What was his name? Famu?
Gamas and Farum.
Oh, Faru. Alright. And Leif, he's still alive?
Yeah, he's the elder, yeah. And then you have a shaman named Tormel.
Leif, elder. Tormel?
Tormel.
Tormel. Shaman.
And then that leaves 14 women and small girls. We'll say about a dozen women, and the rest are young children, young females.
So did Spiderweb die?
No, she's still alive, actually.
Okay.
The one who was going around putting it in everyone's hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Her name is, yeah. Her name is Galinda.
And Spiderweb.
Yeah. Alright, so it's now a little bit into the afternoon, and you guys are headed to the southwest again. After a couple hours, you guys just start approaching some a forested area, and you notice that it looks like there's a path through the forest, and it looks like a bunch of trees and everything have been chopped down, and it's kind of cleared, and you see on the outskirts of this path you see a bunch of spider webs. And it's probably about 100 yards across the path that's completely open. There's no spider webs. Trees and bushes and everything have been cleared out.
God, I hope this bird is away. Alright. So, yeah, that's a powerful ass chick. So we will continue on our
Okay.
march through this. strangely cleared forest.
All
Until
right.
what warriors are remaining to flank the people. I'll travel at the point, hammer in hand, and I tell them to keep a watch on the forest, the tree line, and
Okay.
be prepared for whatever might come.
Okay. So, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
5.
Okay. So you guys are continuing on, and you guys are probably a couple hours into traveling down this path, and the forest on either side looks really thick and forested.
Yeah.
And then you hear wolf howls that just make the hair on the back of your neck stand straight up, that are coming from the north of you, out in the forest.
So we're traveling into them.
No, you guys are going southwest,
Oh, okay.
and the howls are coming from the north, so almost behind you.
So I'll tell Gramas and Faroon to fall back to the rear and to keep an eye out for the wolves.
Okay.
I'll tell Tormel to take a left flank and take a right and keep an eye on the forest around us.
Okay.
So they could notify me if they've seen anything that I need to take down.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
and we'll continue on. Since those sounds are kind of coming behind us, I'll try to advise that we try to move faster.
Okay. All right. So you're staying in the front of them, and then the two warriors you're sending to the back
Well,
to
actually,
investigate.
maybe I'll reverse that. Since the werewolf pals are coming from behind us and I have a silver lined mall, I'll move the two youngsters to the front and I'll move to the back so I can intercept any
Okay.
lichens that might come upon us.
All right. And is your tribe going to continue going? You're going to stand?
Yes. No,
Okay.
I told them try to rush it, try to push it a little bit.
All right. So they start pushing it, and you are going to investigate. All right.
Well, I'm just bringing up the rear.
Oh, okay. All right.
We were told, I believe we were told by that lady that she would protect us from lichens and spiders.
Mm-hmm.
So I see what she said down to the forest.
Okay. I need for you to make a spot check. Wisdom.
Okay. That will be 21.
Oh, wow. Damn. Mr. Eagle Eyes. All right. So you're bringing up the rear, and some movement catches your eyes off to the north where those howls were coming from in the forest. You can kind of peer through the spider webbing, and you see some large wolf-like creatures. Looks like they're trying to look like a pack of maybe about half a dozen of them, trying to break through the spider webbing there. And it looks like they're about ready to break through when all of a sudden they're suddenly engaged by a swarm of spiders that is holding them off.
Wow.
And after you keep watching as you're going for about a minute or so, and you see the wolves finally retreat off in the distance, and the spiders kind of scurry away.
Spiders belong to the lady. I humped the spider queen.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna tell my people I believe they can slow their movements a bit.
Okay.
I won't tell them what I've seen. I don't want to raise any suspicions or anything, any fear. So I'll just tell them, go ahead and slow the march, but continue on until nightfall before we set camp.
Okay. All right. So they slow their pace and go at a normal movement as you resume your travels. Roll another d6.
2.
Alright, so you guys keep going, and you see the sun is starting to dip down. Looks like you guys are, if you're going to stop for the night, you're going to have to set up camp here pretty soon.
Alright.
Okay.
So I'm going to yell out for the youngsters, the children, the 11 and 12-year-old girls and stuff to set camp. The warriors to set up a perimeter while the women set camp. The elders to rest. And the shaman to make sure the elders handle the march okay.
Okay. Alright. Just a second here. I'm trying to find something. Where the hell did I put that at? Damn it. Oh, I hate that.
I'll tell Formel, if possible, to tend to the elder if they have any wounds upon their feet, blisters, or anything like that. Maybe do what healing he can. Another thing I'll go in there.
Ah, okay. So he goes, he sets about trying to heal everyone that's in need of healing. Damn it. Oh, now this is starting to frustrate me. Guess I should have had this out and ready already. 1 minute while I see if I can find this real quick. Oh, now I'm really upset. Damn it, how did I... Oh well. It's okay, just go without it. Alright, yeah, you guys find a pretty good clearing. A lot of large trees have been recently been pulled down out of the roots and whatnot, and they're kind of spread out in a circle. And the center of it's been cleared out. It looks like some remnants of some spider webs that have been cleaned up. You guys put up your camp, and you notice hanging by a small little tree there in the clearing, you see some rabbits and a couple of turkeys, wild turkeys and whatnot, hanging. Fresh kills.
The gods have brought us food.
Yes.
I got to Nookie, and she's taking care of my people.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright, so you guys get the camp set up, and you guys feast on what's been left. You guys gonna set up a guard watch, or are you gonna?
Yeah, we're gonna set up a watch.
Okay.
We're gonna have to put. I'm gonna put. I'll take first watch. Allow Grimace and Faroon to sleep.
Okay.
Second watch will be Grimace. Third watch will be Faroon.
Okay. Alright, roll a d6 for first watch.
6.
Okay, nothing happens. Second watch.
1.
1. Alright, in the middle of the night.
Grimace.
As the night comes up, the moons are at its fullest. All of a sudden, he hears howls emanating from all directions. Howls from wolves, it sounds like. And he quickly comes over and he shakes you.
What is it, Grimace?
The wolves! They're about. They're howling. They're all around us. And at that time, you just hear the howling of wolves from all different directions. And it sounds like there's a bunch of them.
But we can't see well at night, so I don't want to extinguish the fire. I tell him, awaken Farouk.
Okay, and he runs off to go wake him up.
I'm gonna set Farouk at one edge of the camp. We're gonna try to be at like 3 opposite points, kind of forming a triangle around the encampment. And I'll wake up Gormel, just in case we need him. Gormel, we may need your abilities as a shaman. The wolves are about.
Alright. Yeah, wolves! Alright. He goes and grabs a totem and he starts shaking it, and there's some chimes on it, and he starts chanting and whatnot. Alright. And you guys are peering off into the distance trying to see what's going on. Make me a spot check.
So 16.
16. Okay. You're looking, and off in the distance, you see a big pack of wolves that are charging in your direction. And as they're charging, all of a sudden, a bunch of spider webs shoot out from the darkness and traps all but 3 of them. The 3 of them break through, and you see a swarm of spiders that are engaging this huge pack of wolves back behind these 3 wolves. Now, these 3 wolves are charging straight in at you.
I somehow failed that we were tricked. We were tricked. We were beset by spiders until we were almost wiped out, and then saved by this black-skinned girl who's now protecting us using spiders. Alright, I'm getting in a defensive stance to intercept these wolves.
Alright, roll initiative. You know you love it.
7.
7. Alright. They're got quicker reflexes than you as they quickly charge in. And Gomas and Forum are on opposite sides of the camp, right? Because you all took different directions, or were they with you?
Oh, we're like a triangle. Setting a triangle like
okay.
Around the camp. One at one point, one at another, and me.
Okay.
At another.
So those 3 attack you as they break through. JC's still what, 15?
16.
16. Okay, one of them hits you as he comes in, and he jumps up, and he's biting at your throat as he takes 5 points of damage as he latches onto your neck.
How many days have we traveled? I'm a werewolf now. No.
You've been since we first started?
Yeah. Well, since the last battle with the spiders.
It's been about a day.
Hold on, let me take this fall on over to.
Alright.